The octopus is a strange creature that can easily camouflage and hide in the depths of the ocean. For example, in the depths of the ocean where sunlight barely reaches, everything might seem natural, still, and peaceful. But then, what appeared to be a rock just moments ago is actually an octopus that has completely camouflaged itself in the environment. Now, with curious eyes and soft yet strong arms, it focuses on its prey, ready to consume it. The octopus is a true genius, not only in its appearance, but also in its behavior, which has its own unique characteristics, unlike any other living creature on this planet. But how is such a thing possible? In this video, we want to get to know more about the life of octopuses and uncover the strange secrets that these amazing creatures possess. But before we get into the details, please like this video, leave a comment, and turn on the channel's notification bell, because that's the only way to support our team's efforts. The octopus is part of the mollusks, which in English are called mollusca, and more specifically, it belongs to the class of cephalopods, which in English is called cephalopoda. However, cephalopods include marine creatures such as octopuses, squids that can secrete ink, and cuttlefish, among others, all of which share common features like high intelligence, soft bodies, and flexible arms. In this way, unlike mammals that have an internal skeleton, octopuses have no bones, which allows them to pass through very tight spaces. On the other hand, unlike fish that have a spine, octopuses are completely invertebrate and are considered part of the invertebrate category. However, octopuses are the most intelligent invertebrates on Earth. They have 3 hearts that pump their blue blood throughout their bodies. But this is just the beginning of the story. What has amazed scientists is the extraordinary intelligence of this creature. Octopuses have not 1 brain, but 9 brains. Of course, their main brain is located in their head, and 8 smaller brains are distributed in each of their arms. This means that the arms of an octopus can make decisions and act independently. This means that even if an octopus's arm is severed from the rest of its body, the arm can continue to function independently for a while, such as changing shape, camouflaging in the environment, moving, or grasping objects. It's hard to imagine, isn't it? However, some scientists say that octopuses have features that are not seen in any other creature on Earth. They can change the color and texture of their bodies, and in the blink of an eye transform into the color and appearance of a coral, and the next moment resemble the sands of the ocean floor. The reason for this is that an octopus has about 500 million neurons, which compared to other mollusks like snails and clams that have about 20,000 and 10,000 neurons respectively, indicates a remarkable exception in this category. Therefore, the octopus is unique in terms of intelligence and has undergone a completely different evolution compared to other mollusks and invertebrates. Interestingly, the 500 million neurons of the octopus are not just located in its central brain, but nearly 2/3 of these neurons are in its arms. Therefore, the arms of the octopus can not only think and move independently, but they can also see, smell, taste, and touch on their own. In fact, the arms of the octopus have suckers with over 10,000 sensory receptors that help them touch things and determine the texture, temperature, and even the stickiness of objects. Additionally, the arms of the octopus are full of chemical receptors that can detect chemicals in the water. This means that the octopus can taste and smell things by touching them. More interestingly, research has shown that the suckers on the arms of octopuses even have light receptors, so they can somewhat see and react to changes in light. Now, the strange point is that despite having 8 small arm brains and 1 large central brain, the central brain can coordinate between the arms and make overall decisions. Now, In this section, I want us to answer a challenging question. Are octopuses terrestrial creatures or extraterrestrial? There is a controversial theory in the scientific world called panspermia, which suggests that life might have come to Earth from space. In fact, some scientists believe that octopus eggs might have entered the oceans billions of years ago due to the impact of an icy meteorite hitting the Earth. Although this theory has not been proven yet, when we examine the strange behaviors of octopuses and their exceptional evolution, this hypothesis doesn't seem far-fetched at all. Moreover, octopuses not only have the ability to learn, but their learning is much faster than expected, and this extraordinary intelligence has amazed scientists. For example, in various experiments, octopuses have learned to open jars, find their way through mazes, and even escape from aquariums. For instance, an octopus named Inky at the National Aquarium of New Zealand managed to get out of its tank one night, cross the laboratory floor, reach a drain pipe that was directly connected to the ocean, and then disappear. The extraordinary intelligence of octopuses has led to them being portrayed as anti-heroes in Hollywood, often depicted as sea monsters. Perhaps this is related to associating octopuses with alien and extraterrestrial beings. However, the truth is that octopuses can have very playful and amusing personalities. Of course, octopuses have different personalities. Some are even cautious and grumpy. But what they all have in common is that, unlike humans who are social creatures, octopuses prefer solitude. This very trait separates the evolutionary path of octopuses from that of humans. Let's delve a bit deeper into this discussion. About 600 million years ago, the common ancestors of humans and octopuses diverged. In fact, the common ancestor of humans and octopuses traces back to a simple, small, and probably worm-like creature that lived in the sea. This invertebrate worm had neither a backbone, nor an advanced brain, nor complex organs. In fact, it was much simpler than today's octopus or human. However, its important common feature was its primitive nervous system, and from this basic nervous system, two separate evolutionary paths emerged. The human path, which through vertebrates first led to fish, then to amphibians. Reptiles, mammals, and finally to humans, includes a large brain in the head, social living, and learning from ancestors. But the path of the octopus, which ultimately reached the octopus through mollusks, chose a completely different method for intelligence development compared to other mollusks. This path includes solitary living, intelligence distributed throughout the body, and rapid adaptation to the environment. In this way, while humans and other vertebrates evolved mentally based on social living and complex communications, and having a large brain in the head, octopuses chose a completely different path. Instead of having a large brain in the head to make all the decisions, octopuses distributed the brain between their head and arms, which is entirely different from what we see in vertebrates. On the other hand, one of the most important reasons for the evolution of a large brain in vertebrates like humans has been social living. Complex communications, group interactions, and the need for cooperation have led to brain growth and increased intelligence in humans, dolphins, and monkeys. However, octopuses live completely solitary lives. Unlike social animals, they did not need to develop communication skills. Instead, the challenges of life, such as escaping predators, solving complex problems to obtain food, and advanced camouflage, have led their intelligence to grow in the direction of problem-solving and individual adaptation, rather than social interaction. However, on the other hand, the short lifespan of octopuses is considered a barrier to their social evolution. Octopuses do not live more than 1 to 5 years. While humans and intelligent vertebrate animals live together for many years, they learn skills and have the opportunity to test their knowledge. But in the case of octopuses, these aspects do not hold true. Share your opinion. Do you think octopuses are a completely intelligent and independent species? Or are they strange creatures that have come to Earth from space? In any case, octopuses are extraordinary creatures about which scientists still do not know many things, from their ability to camouflage in the blink of an eye to using tools and their expert escapes from predators. These creatures are one of the most peculiar mysteries of nature. The important lesson we can learn from the life of octopuses is this: life is full of mysteries and wonders. Creatures we think are simple can surpass even our own understanding. So perhaps it's better to look more closely at the world around us and better understand the unknown. I hope by now you've liked this video, subscribed to the channel, and turned on the channel notifications so you never miss out on amazing truths. Don't lose the motivation to explore the world.